All right, here we go. Thank you for joining me. This is Matsurugi with some more Elden Ring Rando Dungeon Crawl. Hope everybody's doing wonderful tonight, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you may be. You know how it is, you know. Love meeting all these people all around the world. I just came from Pandagirl's stream there, saying hi, and man, it always blows me away just how wonderful people over there are. She's really managed to form a really good community of people around her with her streaming and everything, and it's really wonderful to see and to be part of that. So very happy with that. Shout out to Pandagirl Gaming Corner. Go check her out. She's awesome. And impressive as well. She beat Margit the Fell Omen in Elden Ring at level 22. No, the only thing she did that some people might frown on, I don't care, is she summoned Aurelia, the jellyfish, to help her out in that fight, but she didn't even use any skills, like special skills, like the weapon skills or anything like that, apparently. So that's really impressive to me. So today we're continuing on our journey. I don't know what's through there. Let's see if we can put something sexier on here. Let's see, what do we got? I kind of like that, actually. You know? Hey, Gabby. Welcome. How are you doing today? I think I might actually need to turn my mic down a bit. I see on my OBS it's kind of pinging pretty high at times. That's awesome. Thanks for joining me. Oh, welcome. How can I? I'm really good, thank you. Today has been a glorious day. What the hell? I think I might need to minimize. I don't know what's going on. My Windows key isn't working. And when I minimize to, let's go windowed. This is weird. Oof, yeah. Yeah, it's still not letting, at least now I can minimize. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. Is it like locked or something? No, it's not locked. Okay, sound settings. The sound control board recording. Here we go. Let's turn this down just a little bit. There we go. Now it's not pinging into the red every time I raise my tone just a little bit. Oh, what did you watch? Was it Claymore? Yeah. I was watching that the other night as well. I got to... What is it? I like to watch shows like that before I go to bed. So I was, you know, laying on my bed there, crashing out. I think I watched 3 episodes and then I fell asleep. Yeah, it is so good. Even all these years later, it's an amazing show, I think. It really shows, I think, because, you know, a big part of that show regarding the Claymores, right, the women, is that they are very inhuman in many ways because of what's been done to them. However, it shows that humanity is not gone at all. It's just kind of suppressed, I think, mostly because of like the training and stuff, right? The harsh, strict training, really torture that those women undergo, right? That's what makes them really, and to some degree you could say, oh, they need that to suppress the monster within. However, it's shown, especially with Claire, and then she's able to show it to others through the story as it unfolds, that that's not the case, that they can control what's going on with them. And it's actually the ties that bind them to their humanity and to other people that enables them to do that. It's not the separation or removal of that. Because that's why you have the problems with claymores going off the deep end and, you know, becoming monsters themselves, right? Is because they've lost sight of that humanity. And it's her friend in the beginning that she kills. Her friend comes to her asking her to do her in because of that connection. Comes to real life in a way you can control your actions and anger and stuff. Very much so, right? One of the reasons why I would like Claymore, Berserk, stories like that so much is because even though it's in a mythological or, you know, fantastical universe, they touch on human experience through those stories, through the fantastical elements. And like, even if you look at the Bible and mythological stories in general in the real world, that is, I would say stories like Berserk and Claymore are just modern interpretations or ways that we're telling very similar stories to each other. Compared to, it's just that in the past they made like the Bible, right, to kind of teach the same things or showcase the same things about humanity. Yeah. Yeah, so it's an amazing experience, right? Because sometimes it's like, well, how do you express that? And I think through stories, that is the best way, right? Now, you could say personally, in your personal life with people, etc., that it can be through lived experience, but like seeing somebody else go through that or learning from that, etc., right? That shows us in real life how to go about those things. Liking, so that, what is that? Let's go with this one. It's like the most feminine aside from an actual dress. Yeah. I don't remember what's on the other side of this door. Sorry, just looking at Discord. English drop 100. I don't want to do push-ups today, okay? I just finished doing yoga not that long ago. Can't English today. I don't want to do push-ups, Mom. Hmm. Oh, thinking of responses. Do. Hmm. All right. Hmm. 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 Okay, there we go. Message sent. Okay, let's go through. What do we got? I think I knew yesterday, but I was so tired. Where are we? I was so tired yesterday. And then, like, I ended up being up all night, pretty much. Yeah, all night. And again, my sleep schedule's been really whacked out the last few days. I was, that's why I'm like, I've been trying more lately to, well, let's say in the last, like, month or two to be up at, like, let's say more, like, normal hours, like, during the day and stuff. But I have this thing where, especially because I have chronic pain at times anyways, when I'm not taking care of myself properly, like if I'm not doing yoga daily, things like that. If I miss that, then that can kind of spiral out of control, and then I end up with like the pain, right? That impacts my sleep and everything else like that. And then of course, as anybody knows that suffered from any kind of pain, like when you're sick or whatever, you know, it gets really hard to keep up with your regular, what you've been attempting or have established for a long time as your regular schedule. And then it makes it also difficult to get back into that. Luckily today was a bit of a good reset for me. What happens in terms of sleep is I'll sleep well, like 90% of the time. And then that 10% builds up a bit over time till eventually, like, now my sleep is dysregulated. Then I like go through these periods of like longer and longer periods of getting up later in the day and then going to bed much later in the night or something like that. Like today it was like 10:30 or something in the morning after an appointment that I went to bed. And after that, like waking up, I felt great because I didn't sleep 8 hours. I slept 6 hours or so, 5-6 hours. But I woke up feeling very much refreshed because it was like a good 5-6 hour snooze where it was completely uninterrupted. And for me, that's like the average is like 6 hours. And then a lot of times I wake up. How's yoga? I thought about trying it because I go to the gym almost every day, but it would be cool to do yoga. So yoga, this is, first and foremost, I would be careful. If you're going to do yoga, do it kind of like in between your workouts, because scientific thing they've proven is that if you're doing yoga, or like your how you stretch is very important in relation to lifting weights and the like, right? That kind of exercise, because it actually impacts, like, say, like the purpose. There's a couple different purposes of yoga in particular, but let's talk about just the stretching, the physical aspect of it. Is you're typically doing yoga for like mobility and stuff like that of your body. However, if you do it beforehand, it's actually going to negatively impact your performance. So like, how much can you lift? How much energy do you have? Things like that. Like, because it affects your joints, it affects your muscles, and it affects your all that, right? So you have to be careful with it. This is something I've learned slowly over time regarding that. And there was more recently, I saw a study where they tested people regarding different kinds of stretching, right? So the kind of stretching I would recommend, it doesn't matter if it comes with yoga or whatever it is, right? Is specifically, what do they call it? Dynamic stretching. So like for a yoga pose, right? Say like the downward dog, right? Downward dog, like this, right? Here's your feet, here's your hands, so your head would be, etc. If you were to do that, the thing I would recommend for that pose is you would get into that pose for a few seconds, do like a breath or two, and then like transition to a different pose. Like one I've been doing more recently is what I call like the snake position, where you're like down on your belly, but then like you tilt your head and your torso up like this while on the ground, right? So you go from a position like this, the downward dog, to down and then up, and hold that for a few seconds and then come back. So the and I can honestly, after doing that for a few days, it feels a lot better adding instead of the static stretch, adding the bit of mobility and transitioning like that, feels, generally speaking, a lot better. No. What I mean is, you would probably want, so you would want to do, I think it's like 5 to 10 minutes, at most, dynamic stretching before your workout starts. And then in terms of like, because I do yoga, and when I do it, it's anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long I feel, how stiff I feel, etc. in general, how much I feel I need to do to kind of get to a baseline or whatever, right? So, because the general thing is with stretching, a thing to keep in mind is regardless what kind of stretching you're doing or when you're doing it, the whole purpose is in a lot of ways to like loosen up your muscles and stuff like that, right? Your muscles and your joints. So for instance, if you're doing any kind of stretch, you want to do the stretch until you feel the loosening of the muscles that are that stretch is for, right? So like if you're doing like, I don't know, say like something for your bicep, you can, even if you think your bicep isn't tight as a muscle, if you begin to start to do the stretch and you do it correctly, you're going to feel the tightness of the muscle, and then you want to hold it till the muscle kind of lets go. It's like a letting go feeling. Part of that can also be mental. I also do yoga for psychological reasons. It very much helps me stay grounded in many ways. So there's that aspect of it too. I mean, just exercising in general can help with that. But I use yoga in particular in the morning when I get up, to kind of like sort through things, right? And yeah, I very much feel like I can breathe better. The physical aspect of that helps, but then also like when I'm doing it, part of the purpose of it is control of myself, right? So I'm looking to control the movement. I don't do the movement in terms of yoga. I'm not doing fast movements, right? I'm doing them on purposely slow. And then with the breathing, I'm breathing in a particular way regarding the movements. Just like if you're doing a bench press or something, right? Like you breathe in when you like get it down, because that gives you the pressure and everything of having your breath there, helps you in generating force for pushing it up, right? And then you, as you're like lifting it up and you get to the peak of the lift, you release the breath, and then you breathe in as you're bringing it down, right? Exactly. So it's about also controlling breathing, and then psychologically it leads to, it's this interesting thing. When I first started doing yoga again, within the last few months, I was having a lot of trouble like sorting through my thoughts and different things. There's a lot of things going on with me that I'm not going to get into, but there was a lot of emotions and thoughts tied up in there or whatever, right, that I needed to sort out. And the act of doing the yoga, right, it was interesting because the focus of the yoga, or focusing on doing the yoga, actually helped clear things up. It's like almost like you force yourself physically, then mentally, simultaneously, because of the focus, to take a step back, and then it enables you to, let's say, in a more calmer fashion, almost have like a third-party viewpoint of your thoughts, your emotions, etc. And then now I'm at the point where when I do yoga, like I'm freely thinking and feeling while doing it, but it doesn't impact what I'm doing, and what I'm doing doesn't impact my ability to think and feel, at least regarding yoga. Not everything is like that, but like it's a stepping stone towards kind of taking that aspect and applying that in a lot of different places, right? It cleared my skin and cleared my head and helps me focus so much better and makes me happier. Yeah, very much so, right? It's an amazing thing when you, because again, it depends on what you're going there for. I think a lot of people, if they stick with it, then like regardless what it is, whether it's like doing yoga daily or exercising, going to the gym, whatever, I think after a while they realize, like, they went there for the purpose of, maybe it's like, I want to lose weight, let's say, or I want to be more flexible, or whatever it is. It starts out as like a physical thing, and then they realize the actual benefits of like all these other things that are all primary along with the right purpose of whatever they're doing it for. Yeah. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. And then even when I'm like, let's say like throughout the day, obviously I'm not doing yoga all the time. And if I get like, let's say into some kind of trouble where I'm having difficulties with something mentally, I'm not like sitting there doing yoga. However, breathing practices help in terms of like kind of like meditatively, like for a few moments, taking a step. It can help, for instance, to take a step back. But I learned that primarily through doing the yoga first and foremost. And then I was able to take that one aspect of it and apply it elsewhere or continue using it in a different fashion. Kind of for the same thing, right? Yeah. Where am I again? Caelid Catacombs. Yeah. Ooh, rot. My favorite. Let's get some fire going. Oh, Rot, my old friend, where have you been? I'm gonna maybe turn the sound of... Oh, I'm gonna turn the music off for the game. We'll turn this down to 7. And then I also forgot to turn FPS Unlocker and more on. Oh, no. There we go. That's how you know it's working. When suddenly the FOV changes. Alright. And my FPS went from a stable 60 to like 70, 80. That's good. Oh. Burn, baby, burn. Hey-oh. Ain't no helping it. Ooh, remembrance of the blood. Ooh, let's get off this rot. Come on, buddy. Come on. Blap. Man, where are you guys all coming from? Mommy, I'm just passing through. A Crucible night just chilling out there? Oh, man. We're gonna do this, because I may get rotted as part of this little battle in this room. I guess I'll see if I can actually backstab them or not. Ooh, no. They're like immune to backstabs, bro. And I rolled in the rot, so you know, that's even better. Oh, rot, my old friend. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Okay. Interesting. There's a secret room somewhere I have not found. Maybe it's like over here. Where? Oh, where? Doody. Doody, doody, doody. Where is the room for this? I'm gonna sit down again. Excuse me. I'm just gonna warp. Screw it. Yeah, I'm very happy that you do that for yourself there, Gabby. And yeah, in terms of when to do yoga, I don't know what your schedule is for going to the gym. I would recommend doing it later in the day, like maybe before you go to bed. And you don't have to exert yourself a whole lot. Or say you like go to the gym on Monday, you take Tuesday off, and then you go back on Wednesday, do it on Tuesday. Right? Because one thing to be careful of is I was doing previously yoga at the same time, like every day, but I was also exercising like 3 to 4 times a week. So I was doing yoga on the same days that I was doing, that I was lifting weights and the like. And what ended up happening is I ended up with what's called an interstitial tear, 2 of them actually, in my chest. Right? And so what that is it's the muscle, which is a different kind of muscle, in between my ribs. And they got micro tears that evolved into larger tears, and then it was like it felt almost like I had like a sprained or broken rib, honestly, because of it. And then I found out it was because of the stress I was putting on my body from the intensity of the yoga. So I had to like pull back on like how long I hold poses for, how often I do yoga in general, things like that, right? Oh, some things to keep in mind, to be careful of. Because it's a new strain on your body that your body needs time to adjust to. And that kind of muscle, like the interstitial tissues between your ribs and places like that, or what's like on your joints, etc., that tissue evolves or improves at a completely different rate than, say, like your bicep muscle or like your pec muscles or whatever, right? Just like the tendons, they take a lot longer to catch up to like the surface muscle of your body, right? So it's something to keep in mind when you're doing those kinds of things. Yeah. Okay. So I am in the Khalid Catacomb. Where might the... Secret Aruma be? Interesting. Oh, definitely not against that wall, you know. Look at that boob just sitting there. Yeah, I know I'm rotted. What the hell, dude? Where is this? Get back here. Oh, that was just rude. I'm stuck now. What is the lever? I never did check if there was like a secret wall in here, did I? This one's interesting. There we go. Trick some buggers. Oh. You know what? Screw it. We'll go in with the rot going. I don't know what we're gonna face, but we're gonna face it. Get on, baby. Oh, Godskin Apostle of Godric. Hey, boy. Okay, he's a lot tougher than I thought he would be. Hey, General. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. Oh, no, I don't have enough mana. Better pop this potion, boy. Yeah. Yeah, salute. Salute to General. General Noble. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna have to spam this just to keep my health up because of this damn rot I got going. Go, 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 go! Oh, just barely. Yeah. Are we done? Are we done, guys? We done with this fight? No. Oh, it's a snail. Get out of here, boy. That's got to be the fight, right? That's it, right? Right? Give me my reward. Where's my reward? Oh, no. We're going to go here just so that I can sit down real quick. Or get rid of the rot, at least. How does the randomizer work? Okay, so I actually have 2 randomizers running right now, General. I have what's called the Fog Gate randomizer. So that's where, for instance, here is the entrance to the Caelid Catacombs. I did not come here from the outside. I came here through a fog gate. So anywhere where there could be potentially a fog gate, they've put in a bunch of new fog gates, like the entrances to dungeons, etc. I'm also running on a mode called Dungeon Crawl. So all actual progress in the game, like finding great runes, whatever, to get to the end game boss is actually done through the dungeons. Right? So it's more almost like a Metroidvania in that sense. And the randomization changes the path to get to different things, like where do you find your great runes? How do you get to the final boss? Different things like that. So you have to figure out the pathway. And then the other one I have is called Item and Enemy Randomizer. So what that does is it takes all the items in the world and it puts them in different locations, including key items. Although you can change all these options in the mods themselves, like in the things that pop up for them. So like you can have it so that there's no requirements for wielding weapons. The requirements for upgrading weapons is lower. So like in particular, non-somber weapons, the cost of smithing stones is lower. And that's because it can be really, really difficult to get a properly upgraded weapon based on where you are in the game in terms of progress and the difficulty of the enemies, if all the items are randomized and you haven't been able to get enough smithing stones based on the regular amount that you would get in the world, right? So that helps facilitate that kind of gameplay with the randomizer. And then of course enemies are different as well. As you just saw, that place I was at fighting the Godskin duo there was here in the Cave of Knowledge. It was the boss room of the Cave of Knowledge. But I've got 19.5 hours. Welcome back, Gabby. I've got 19.5 hours on this character so far because it was a fresh character, fresh run with the both randomizers running. And I've just now gotten to that arena because of the paths I've taken to get there or whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. The first run, which is on my channel, was actually just the Fog Gate randomizer with a different character, and that was not fun. I'll tell you that. Because there's a whole bunch of items out on the overworld. You're not blocked with dungeon crawl mode in the Fog Gate randomizer mod from going overland and checking out things on the map. Like if you need smithing stones or whatever, like you can go do that. But the problem is that it takes most key items and the like and puts them in the dungeon, quote unquote dungeon of the world, right? That you're meant to progress through. So, upgrading your potions can be really difficult. Upgrading weapons can be difficult. And then there's also blocks, like walls, literal walls, fog walls that will be in the way that will prevent you from going to somewheres, right? So like if I attempted to go to I don't know, like if I was starting a new character and I got out into the overworld and I got my horse and I ran up here, like a lot of people do in vanilla, to like just go to Liurnia to like get upgrades and stuff like that. I am not able to do that because of the fog gate randomizer. There's a wall right here. Because in order to unlock the region Liurnia, you have to beat a boss, which boss you have to beat as a story boss is randomized as part of the randomizer itself, right? And then the item and enemy randomizer also changes enemy placement. So bosses are where bosses are supposed to be, but which boss is going to be there? Like if you ended up in Millennia's arena, doesn't mean you're going to fight Millennia, right? You might fight her way earlier or way later, and then there's an option to scale enemies. Both mods have that, where depending on where you are at the time, they're going to be stronger or weaker. In my first run, for instance, I fought Millennia way earlier than normal. And her normal scaling is something like 20 as a number, and she was scaled all the way down to 7. She was still really tough because when I got to her, in terms of progress, like I was fairly low level. I didn't have a lot of potions, my weapon, etc. Like all those things factored into how well I was able to beat her. Eventually, it took me a bunch of tries, but she was adequately difficult despite being scaled down, for instance. And I had a lot of difficulties with the first run in terms of stress, let's say, because it wasn't actually, to me, that fun to just use the fog gate randomizer. But combining it with item and enemy randomizer makes it so much better. Because then you can relegate key items and different things like that regarding story or game progress to the dungeons, so you know, like your progress is solely coming from real progress is solely coming from being in the dungeons. And it just feels better that way too. It's also fresher because you have different enemies, different items that are going to be, you never know what you're going to get as part of the randomized seed in terms of enemies and items and stuff like that, or what the paths to go to various places is going to be. Yeah. And yeah, Gabby, the randomizer stuff is really fun. Personally, I know it's not for everybody, but personally for me, I love the randomizer stuff because I mean, I've got over 700 hours now in this game. I've played a lot of Elden Ring, like vanilla Elden Ring. I probably had like 400 hours in vanilla Elden Ring before I started using mods and stuff. And the rest of it has primarily been through playing with mods. And the randomizer stuff really changes up how you play. Like, you play the game the same, the purpose is the same, the intent is the same, but how you go from point A to point B is different. Yeah, it's vanilla Elden Ring. Yeah, plain old Jane, you know. Godric Knight Greaves. Okay, now I can go. Yeah, I'm just gonna rush past all these assholes. I'm also going to put this on myself. Whoop! Alley-oop. No! How dare thee! Oh no! Oh no! Give me a sec here. There, once I'm safe. Alright, this seems fun and I hope you enjoy, but I have to head back to Cryos, and again, I hope you have fun. Thanks, buddy. You too. Tell Cryo I said hi. What time is it here? I will stop by there sometime and say hi as well. So, bye-bye, buddy. I'm getting pretty close to, well, I need like another 30k, 28k to level up, so I was hoping also to get like a great rune from there and not a remembrance. But Ooh, my. Get out of my face, bros. No. Oh, I still dodged them. But I'm about to have some crazy shit happening. I hate this place for fighting them. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, I know I died. Thanks, guys. So I'm gonna have to walk in there and immediately pop my mimic. Just so it's something that'll maybe take aggro and get help doing damage faster. If I got the time. Dude, why couldn't... You guys are such dicks, man. And I can't summon here, never mind. Okay, I killed Ordovis. Now it's just me and you. Bitch! No! Pop my flask. Okay, so Mimic's out. How is this guy tougher than Ordovis, bro? He stopped his flying. Fuck you. I'm so sad. I didn't get anything good. Damn it, man. This is where you normally fight the Black Knife Assassin. And the arena is ass either way. Ah, but that's a dead end right there. You know? I'm gonna have to... So I'm gonna walk myself back. Because the other thing too about this is like one of the rules I applied for myself as part of this run is that, and I typically put this on, is I need 2 great runes to access the last boss. Right? So I've already been able to kill like the equivalent of Malekith or whatever, but I haven't found a single great rune yet. So, damn you randomizers. We will backtrack a bit, I guess. And see where we can go, what we can do, you know? Volcano Manor, okay. Right. I think the next area I'm going to get taken to is actually the Celia Crystal Cave or something. Oh, it's here. Well, let's check down here. See where this takes us. No, you may not have the... Oh yeah, it's not... Okay, it is taking me through. Good. Oh, that's all that does. Okay. Do I have the... Don't have the waypoint for Ariza Side 2. That means that that is probably a false floor or a dupe floor or something like that. Okay, yeah. Oh, yellow. You done me dirty. Oh, that's even dirtier. Dirty. Okay. So, went and said hi to Cryo and I'm back again. Oh, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah. I think really what I need to do is I need to get on the other side of that wall, and I don't know if I can actually do that here or not. And then there's this one. Oh, yep. Lurked on Panda stream, yeah. Lurking. Oh, yeah. Okay, what I might need to do. Elden Throne. Ooh, Queen's Bedchamber. Oh, that's cool. It gives me both. I don't think I went through all the Erdtree Sanctuary doors. This is cool as part of the map. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. That's like an entire line of dialogue, you know? Expertly put through, you know? Have you tried playing that Batman game anymore? Since the top tier #1 Gabbygames BDT stream? So I can't tell because text. Are you being sarcastic or not? You've come to actually really enjoy the game. So here's the thing, Gabby. I get that it was embarrassing a bit and whatnot, but it was genuinely funny and entertaining, and from you, authentic. Like, I think that's a really, because I know one of the things I really dislike about streamers, and this was a opinion I had, still have, long before I ever started streaming, like last year or whatever myself, is I don't like it when streamers go and play games, for instance, just because they're popular or something like that. Or like try and say something good about the game just because they're playing it, or maybe because they're sponsored or whatever. Like, that's one of the reasons why I will never take sponsorships ever. I'll say it right now, never going to take sponsorships. So I don't want to be beholden to some bullshit that doesn't align with my. Now, maybe if there was a sponsorship of some sort that aligned with my personal beliefs and things like that, then that's a different story. But you actually really enjoy it. I don't know why I suck at games when I stream, and when I don't stream, I do great. Oh yeah, me too. That's why I like your and Pando and Cryo streams. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I can tell you why. It's pressure. Right? Because you got to remember, we're publicly putting ourselves out there. Especially like, so it's not to the same degree, I would say. And again, this isn't putting down on anybody like Cryo compared to like myself or you or Panda. Like, there's even more pressure, I think, on a person when you're streaming, when you actually put your face on the screen. First and foremost, if you do that, I mean, in that stream, you didn't have your face cam up, so, but there's still the pressure of publicly putting yourself out there, and you know, that can be really difficult. For me, it's like every time before I press start streaming, there's a little bit of anxiety there. Right? Because I understand that I'm putting myself out there publicly. However, I don't let that, I face that challenge and I overcome it every single time. Right? By pressing play and starting. And then, like, basically that's gone. Right? And then a whole bunch of people showed up. Yeah. Well, that night it was interesting because I was laying in bed trying to sleep and I couldn't. And I had watched a video earlier that same night that was talking about, for instance, like in terms of trying to get good sleep. And falling asleep in particular can be difficult. Well, guess how you get that confidence though? By doing the thing. Right? So this is the thing, is eventually your, let's say your in-person or on-stream skills, right, which are slightly diminished because of the expectations, maybe pressures, whatever. Especially when people are like yammering at you to some degree, right? And I know your chat that night was kind of flying by, right? We were all kind of chatting a lot with each other, with you, etc. Right? So there's also trying to keep up with what people are talking about in the chat, if that's something a person's interested in. And then also you playing the game, right? Because of these various pressures and stuff like that, and you being public with it, showing it to the world, that's going to affect your ability, let's say, right? Because you're distracted. However, over time, you're just going to naturally catch up. You will adapt to and get used to those pressures in comparison to when you're by yourself playing the game instead, right? So, and hell, if you want to, because it's too embarrassing for you or something, play the game first offline and then play it online, do it, right? The only thing I would ever advise somebody against is like, don't then put like first time playthrough playing a game when you've played it before. Yeah, people might be able to tell it's disingenuous. Personally, I don't like that because, again, it's disingenuous. I really like and strive for myself and from others authenticity, right? So, and you're welcome, and thank you very much as well. You're wonderful, Gabby, just so you know. And yes, I wasn't watching a video while trying to fall asleep earlier that day. I had watched like a short video. It was like a 2-minute video on YouTube about things to watch out for regarding when trying to go to sleep, right? So it's like, don't have like your a TV on, or don't be staring at your phone, or like in my case, because my bed is right here, I can lay on my bed or sit on my bed if I want to chill out and like watch something, because I have 2 screens, right? So just to show you the setup a bit, right? So here's one screen, here's the other, right? So I have 2 screens that both face that direction, and it makes it real easy when I want to, you know, just put something on like YouTube or whatever. And like I really like long form videos, like hour-plus long videos and stuff like that, especially lore videos and like and this video I watched, the main point of it was like, okay, don't do these other things like have screens on, or if possible, have as much darkness in your room as you are comfortable with. But they're also talking about things to do throughout the day. So if you have to get up in the morning, or even if you don't get up in the morning or whatever, you probably should be either way getting, like, for instance, if you have curtains over your window, when you wake up in the morning, open the curtains and let whatever, even if it's a dreary day, let the light inside. Because your brain, regarding hormones and stuff like that, is through your eyes going to take that light in, and then it's going to start producing different hormones and stuff like that, which is meant to wake you up. It's time to be active now. When it's dark, right? Because, and I don't care what anybody says, even myself, I'm a night owl primarily. I'm working to correct that because I don't like being that way anymore. It's not healthy, I think, for me to be a night owl and up all night and then sleeping during the day. But when then it comes to nighttime, even if you're not going to bed right now, right? For instance, you can have the curtains open all day and all night till you go to bed, because if you're like me, sitting in your room directly to my left here, where like I showed you my screens, is my window. If I have the curtain, well, it's what I call a curtain, it's actually a sheet. What do you call it? Bachelor life, right? If I have that open during the day and the light's coming in, and then nighttime comes in, and then it's getting close to bedtime, I see the night outside, my body, my brain reacts to the fact that it's getting dark outside, and it goes into a natural state of, now it's time to ramp down to go to sleep. And then I close the curtain. I turn my light off, I turn the computer off, etc. And the most I'll do is like before bed, right? Sometime before bed, primarily when I'm sitting in my chair at my computer, I'll watch something like a long form video or something like Claymore or whatever, right? And then when I lay in bed, the most I'll do regarding a device is I'll, maybe set an alarm. I mostly don't because it's annoying, which actually interferes with my sleep a lot. And then I'll put like an audiobook or something on, but only something that I've heard before, so it becomes background noise. I don't like the whole white noise thing. That noise in particular from white noise sound is annoying as fuck to me, so I don't use that. But an audiobook I've listened to like 10 times or something before, hell yeah, it just like instantly transitions to background noise. And then I fall asleep, right? And then I typically, even if I only sleep 4, 5, 6 hours, I have a good sleep typically. Yeah. But an important thing that they mentioned in that video, sorry for the long rant, was if you go to lay down, even if you're tired at first, and you lay down to go to sleep, and after 15 minutes, I would extend that based on the person to like between 15 and 30 minutes. If you can't fall asleep after that period, just get up for a while, right? Get up for a while and do something till you start to feel tired again, and then don't ignore that tired feeling and go back to bed. Attempt to go back to bed instead of laying there tossing and turning, because then what happens is you build anxiety, whether you want to or not. You build anxiety, and that's going to impact your ability to go to sleep, because now your brain's like, oh my god, I'm worried about something, right? So, and don't nap too late in the day. That was another big one. I've done this recently, for instance, where I went to have a nap at like 5, and then I was up at like 9 or 8 or 7 or whatever. And then that dramatically impacts my ability to go to bed at a somewhat decent time later. Yeah. Even an hour of rest too late in the day will mean that I'm going to be up till like maybe freaking 4 in the morning or something, depending on how I feel. Because I can get sometimes super energized from even a very little amount of sleep. Right. And yeah, and regarding the noise, I used to not be able to have noise either. But in my case, like I've been, in terms of like, let's say anxiety, I've had problems with anxiety in the past. There's a lot of time I realize now I didn't realize that was the case. But stress or whatever, and then what that leads to is me having a tendency to think too much about things, and that generate, especially if it's problems, that generates anxiety, even a little bit, but it can build up over time, and then it's going to impact your ability to sleep. So for me, listening to something like an audiobook, like I mentioned, or for a lot of people, my sister listens like to the sound of rain, right? So this is what I would advise to try. So when I do yoga, one of the things I forgot to mention that I do is I play a specific kind of music, right? So the music you're hearing right now, that's the kind of music I play when I'm doing yoga and stuff. Part of that is because it helped me as part of my routine, to cement my routine of like certain things throughout the day to balance my life. Let's say, was like doing the yoga, for instance. And these relaxing vibes help me focus, right? And it turns into background noise very easily. So you could use something like this, or white noise, or like I said, my sister, she likes the sound of like rain falling. If there's like a thunderstorm going on, she sleeps like a baby, but most times she's anxious like yourself and having trouble sleeping. Problem with anxiety is it can spike into other problems, right? Because it negatively impacts your ability to think and reason and different things like that, right? And take a step back. And people tend to get more emotionally impacted, let's say, by even minor things, because they're already stressed, they're already anxious. Because that's really what stress is, I think, is anxiety. Anxiety is the thing that's causing stress, and yeah, you're welcome. So hopefully any of that can help you. I hope so. I know what it's like to be anxious all the time. Holy shit, man, so bad. And I hope that you're able to kind of bring that in line, right? Because anxiety, I've said this before, I'll say it again, is like there's two mechanisms in your brain regarding exactly, it's definitely not fun. But there's two parts of your brain when it comes to, let's say, stressors. Stimulation or stimulant, no, not stimulation, stimulants, no, let's say stressors in the environment, right? Maybe it's other people. Back in the day, it developed because of like predator prey, right? In terms of humans and our interactions with animals and stuff like that in the wild. You can imagine like somebody out hunting, and the threat while they're hunting some animal, some other animal like a lion or something is probably hunting them. So that's where anxiety is a heightened state where you're considering dangerous things in the environment, and your heightened alert status because of the anxiety makes you more aware of things. and can point things out. But where it goes, what the second mechanism is like, okay, you could say you wake up in the morning, say you're one of these prehistoric people or whatever, right? You wake up in the morning, you know you got to go hunting. You're starting to feel anxiety because you need food. You need water. You need shelter. Those kinds of basic things or whatever, right? And then, what do you do about it? Do you sit there and ponder all day and night about food, water, shelter? No. As long as you're capable of doing it, you go out and you hunt for those things. You find those things you need for your survival. That secondary mechanism is overcoming the challenge first of getting up and starting to do something to pursue the thing you need or that you want. And then the secondary part of overcoming the anxiety is accomplishing it to begin with. So like, say you set out like, but those let's say primitive mechanisms of the brain, they're still there. They're still fully operational to in us to this day. They're necessary, but because of civilization, right? Our way of life is so totally different compared to what we used to be as humans, like even a couple thousand years ago, right? So our bodies haven't evolved per se to adjust to the different settings of the environment that we've created for ourselves. And those mechanisms are still in play. But they're for danger and overcoming danger, but our anxiety looks at like interpersonal relationships. That can be a danger, of course, right? You can be hurt, you can be betrayed, it could be good, it could be bad. That's always a fact. But then there's also like, oh, your job. There's maybe you do good or don't do good. That could have an impact on your life. Your brain sees that as a potential danger. But it's kind of something that's like not mediated in the same fashion per se. Mostly people unconsciously, they will just do the work. Like, oh, I have paperwork. Maybe they're anxious about doing the paperwork, and then they do the paperwork. And even though it sucks, it's tedious, they don't want to do it, they relieve the stress by doing the thing and then walking away. It's done, right? Till maybe the next time. Yeah, and your job, if you don't mind me saying, if I understand correctly, has something to do with safety, right? So it's like not even a concern, just a concern for yourself, but for others as well. So I could see that, right? I don't know if that's even a stressor for you, or if it's the people you work with, or getting to and from work, or it could be any number of things or combination, right? Safety coordinator, yeah. Is it for like an oil field or something like that? I'm assuming it's some kind of manual labor job, you know? Otherwise, why would you need a safety coordinator? Work with the big boys. Yeah. Oh, over here. Whoops. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I've not worked in that field myself. I have worked field adjacent to oil field workers. So I understand some of that from a third person perspective, because I used to work in hotels a lot, which is a whole other stress. Like, stress is stress. It's just from a different it's kind of from a different source, right? Because you're like interacting with people and all this stuff or whatever, right? But most of the hotels I've worked at, guess who they cater to? Mostly blue collar, working class individuals, especially oil field. So I worked with a lot of oil field people, and man, like they love to talk, especially when they're away from home for months at a time, right? A lot of times they want somebody to talk to, and I was typically, available and willing to listen and talk and stuff like that. And, you learn a lot. Hell, I've even met, and this is a bit of brag on my part, here in Canada, one of the biggest companies for oil is Shell. They were going to build a new plant, a processing plant near where I live, my town here. Are spent at the hotel or in the RV. Yeah, and I've done that myself for like a year and a half straight, living in a hotel, and it's like really, it's a different thing than like living at home and stuff, right? Like that's another stress factor, right? So yeah, I was working at a hotel that was like, at the time, this was years and years ago, like I think over 10 years ago now, and Shell, because of this plant, they had booked up, of course, like most of the hotels in town. But all the big boys, the actual owners of Shell, were staying at my hotel, and so I got to rub elbows with these people, and it was an interesting experience, because a lot of people have this, and it wasn't as much of a shock to me or surprise in terms of like their behavior, their general demeanor, and stuff like that, as maybe for most people. A lot of people who don't interact with, right? A lot of people have this stupid idea, I guess, perhaps, or like this public persona of like what the head of a corporation looks like. In a lot of cases, there's a lot of stereotypes, right? And these people were just, for the most part, at least when I interacted with them, they were just normal, everyday people, which was really interesting to see. And wow, man, like these people, just as much as the regular oil field workers and stuff, would come to me and talk to me and hang out and stuff while I was working, which was really cool, because I also got to learn a lot about, they were very interested in talking about what they were up to regarding work. Probably because in a lot of ways it's like, oh, maybe you have two people, they work in the same industry, they're not really talking on a personal level about what's going on with their job. They're just doing the job, right? In terms of working with each other. And they're probably not talking too much about it with their families, if they have families. Because they're not really interested in that most of the time, right? Aside from pleasantries regarding such a thing. But then somebody like me, there's kind of like this double-edged sword when you're working. To be clear, I worked at the front desk, always front desk of hotels. So like front desk clerk. There's a bit of a, what would you call it? It's almost like a safety thing in terms of talking to people. Most people, a lot of times, because I'm a stranger, for the most part, it's a lot of times easier to talk to a stranger due to some form of distance in terms of how close you are in a relationship with somebody, because they know nothing about you. So there's some presuppositions and stereotypes and different things like that people tend to have in regard to meeting some new person based on how maybe they look, how they speak, etc. However, they can tell, like the other person can tell, when you are authentically like putting aside those things in favor of like allowing that person to kind of maybe offload a bit. It's almost like being a bit of a therapist for people, a little bit. But typically, because of the business relationship nature of me working at the front desk and them being a guest there, it's a bit more professional and less absurd in terms of like how much they will offload onto you because of that, compared to like if it's your friend or a family member or something like that, right? In terms of treating a loved one almost like a therapist, right? Unloading your problems, etc. So, and they're more likely to be honestly, about what they're thinking, what they're feeling, their trials and tribulations, etc. Than if they're talking to family and friends a lot of times. Because let's be honest, like one of the hard things about, because people care about you, is that they're going to, in a lot of cases, just try to make you feel good by maybe telling you what they think you might want to hear. Right? They have good intentions and they mean well and they want the best for you, but at the same time, like in terms of advice, it's not necessarily going to be the appropriate advice that maybe like a stranger or like an actual therapist or something like that might give you in terms of some problem, right? And to some degree, I've been the person that was enabling other people to be able to do that, right? And yeah, it was amazing. Oh, with my hands, they speak to me and cry, either to me or the foremans. Oh, I see. Yeah, and to be fair, that's what they're like. Are they talking about personal problems or work-related problems? Right? Like if I was in your position, no, this is what I would be like. Hey, is it a safety concern? Right? Or if it's something that could lead to safety concerns because maybe they're mentally not all there because of stress and stuff like that or whatever, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then they go and like bitch, right? Yeah, it's like, hey guys, you got a job to do. Hey, Valenthorian, Mr. Stinky over on Twitch. Oh, welcome. It is, yeah. So, I would... So, in terms of advice regarding dealing with that, Gabby, take this with a grain of salt, right? Is... I have, when I'm working, a clear line, even if it's not especially outspoken or expressed like through words to an individual. Like typically you don't have to do that in a lot of cases. You express it through like your body language and your behavior. Unless somebody attempts to cross a line. Like I've never had romantic relationships at work, or I should say not never, but you know, there was one time, because of this one time at work, you know, I got a bit too close with a coworker, and that made things awkward and different things like that. So for me, it was after that, I was like, okay, here's a boundary I've learned about that should be maintained, which is no romantic relationships between myself and coworkers, even if they're interesting, good people, whatever, right? Because it can cause problems regarding my professional life. So it's like having in mind that this is a professional thing, to try and be professional and respectful and all that as part of it. And I think even just having that boundary for myself, even though people were being personal with me, like people are joking with me, people are getting to know me, da 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 da, I have that in my own head that this is also a professional space for me, so I'm only going to personally go so far in terms of how much I care or how much I can allow myself to care, things like that, which can also be difficult. Having that in my head made it easier. Because you're the bad guy, so it's a plus for me because I don't do well speaking to people. Well, you do what you got to do then, right? And here's the thing, I'm wondering, is it because of that like love-hate relationship you have with your coworkers that you're partly stressed? Like, is that because of the interpersonal kind of nature or whatever? Right? A 100+ crews of people you got to deal with? Wow. Yeah, no doubt, man. See, for me, it's like in terms of professionalism, it's like things need to be going at like a certain pace, and like certain things need to be, expectations of other people are like that they're going to do their freaking job, and excuse me. Yeah, it's like, and the thing was like about finding that balance. Another good, for me, again, I hope this, maybe you know this already, it's like I leave my personal crap, whatever it may be, at the door as much as possible when I walk into whatever my job is. I try to keep my personal feelings and things like that to some degree at bay. And and people have told me this, especially coworkers, that I'm colder. Like I've hung out with some coworkers, like maybe at a Christmas party, and as long as I, right, and they're like, oh, you're a lot different here in this instance than like when I work with you behind the desk or something. And I'm like, well, yeah, because this isn't work for me. I'm here to have a good time. This isn't my job, right? Like, while I have to maintain a certain balance of relations with you guys because you're my coworkers still, in this instance, I'm not your coworker to some degree. That's taking a back seat to I'm here fully as myself, right? But that's kind of the only time that I would let that cross over with my professional life, because I came to realize that becoming more, let's say, personal, again, not having that, like, taking that through, if I allow it to slip where I'm no longer taking that back seat of the personal to my job, to my professional life, then it interferes with things, right? And I would also say, who cares if they like you or don't? You're doing your job, right? again, I don't know if that's something that bugs you, or if it's just the sheer amount of workload, right? And I'm happy that you have an assistant. That's great. There are times, man, where, you know, I kind of understand the like relationship of like, you know, having an assistant to some degree, because I've trained so many people to work in a hotel, like at the front desk. And let me tell you, during the training process, it's like that. Like, they start out obviously as just, they don't know shit most of the time. And then, you know, after a few days or whatever, they get to the point where it's like you can offload some of the job to them. Say like when somebody walks in the door and they need to be checked in or whatever, right? Baby steps. But it really makes your job a lot easier when you have somebody there to assist you with whatever that workload is. Unfortunately, in a hotel, it's always to get to the point of where they're working by themselves and you're not working. At least in my experience, I've never worked in a hotel where there's always like 2 people working together, right? It's usually like the lone person, the lone gunman at the desk, so to speak, dealing with everything. And it takes a real amount of stoicism, let's say, or control of your emotions and stuff like that to be able to handle like dealing with a bunch of people. So I can imagine for you, in a lot of ways, it's kind of similar because of having to interact with people. Some that you're going to like, some that you don't like, some that like you, don't like you, etc. Right? And they may not have the same level, and probably don't in a lot of instances, of professionalism that you have regarding you guys working together. Because again, that's something I've had with my coworkers. And when those times have come up where it becomes an issue, then I step forward and I say, hey, okay, it's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. Whether you like it or not, that's just how it is. I'm not going to change that. Like, that's a boundary, right? That I'm not going to let down because, well, there's going to be trouble. And if you want to go bitch about it to somebody else, go for it. I'm still going to be here. Right? So, yeah. Yeah. So I hope some of that helps in terms of, but a lot of that comes from the mental, right? In terms of how you were, because it's like, in terms of stress at work, it's like you trying to let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back, right? And that's where, for instance, to go back, tie it back to like the yoga and stuff, I would advise you, if you start doing that, start learning it, don't use it as a warm-up or something like that in regard to, like, first and foremost, the physical exercise that you plan on doing whenever it is that you do it. Instead, use it as a mental exercise to strengthen your mind. Because let me tell you, it works way better as you become more focused in doing the physical actions and better at them. Like, as you begin to master those movements and stuff like that, it's going to be simultaneously helping you if you're going along with like the breathing and the mental stuff as part of it, you're actually going to master the mental stuff. Yeah. And then you can take that and bring that to work. It helps enormously. Yeah. I love it when things can be tied with a bow, you know, brought back around and tied with a bow. Congruence is great. Yeah. I hope that helps. And, yeah. Because people have enough stress in their life, you know, as it is. Anytime. I don't even know where I'm at anymore. All right. I will be back as well, peoples. Alright, alright, alright. I'm back. Here's me. Da burps, you know. Okay, where am I? Figure out where to go. Man! This can be... Right, I was gonna go to Retreat Sanctuary Ashen, because I don't think I've explored everything in there. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I have, and I just don't remember. That's a possibility. Oh. I had... So this is actually good, because I wanted to go check out... Ooh, interesting. I wanted to go check out, where the mage normally is. See if that's a fog gate. Or, you know, maybe I'll get something from talking to him. Maybe I'll get a great room finally. Oh my. The messages on Discord. My buddy Val there is playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Hiya! Bitch, don't grab me, you ugly. I might need to go back to the beginning of this place. Get this. Oh. Oh, what do we got? Come on, baby. Disappointed. Okay. Gotta make my way back up. Yup. Backtrack. Yeah, this is the interesting thing with the combination of the randomizer mods is like figuring out where to go, man. How to get there. Okay, I do believe it's down here somewhere. Right? Oh! How dare thee! Get out of my face, bruh. Hiya. Oh yeah, I might need a thing to get in there though. Oh, apparently, yeah. Oh, I already had it. Nice. Haha. Gimme. Thank you. I got your robes. Thanks, buddy. Ugh. A freaking sliver of meat. Oh my god. Damn. Okay, not there. Okay, I think I've been through here. Yeah. I better sit down here, just in case. I have not been here. Ooh, thank you for the cracked pot. Champion. Ooh, there's oh yeah, was wanting to get to this merchant here. And then I can even go down there and backtrack through this area and see where we get. Merchant, please have a great rune.
Well, there's been a thing. How can I help?
Birdie. Sellen's Primal Glintstone. Okay, I'll buy. Ooh, Finger Maiden Robe, yes. Guard counters, cool. 4K, yeah, I'll buy it. Screw it, we'll buy all that.
Have a safe trip.
Indeed. Yay! There we go. Full fashion! There we go. Always for the fashion. Items, items, items. Oh, it's dead. It's a burning pot instead of the Crucible Knight there. I wonder if I can, like, alley-oop down there and survive. Oh, there's a ladder. Never mind. No need. This is normally where you get invaded by Bernal. Oh, what do we got? An ant. He's still here, but he doesn't have his normal armor, so... Dude, my shit just lagged out hard. Bro. Hey, Bernal. Get out of here, boyo. How dare thee. Grace Mimic, Malformed Dragon Gauntlet, Smithing Stone. Yeah. That's 2 pieces of that Malformed Dragon set I have, though. It's not golden. Damn it. Okay. We got other areas we can explore. That's okay. Can I make it to there? Is the question. I can. Yes. Parkour, parkour for the win. Damn you, rat. Retreat, Great Shield, cool. Pull the lever. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go say hi to Ryo. See how he's doing. And Dawn. Dawn is also streaming.
I think we are on our way to the ape fight. Because there's gonna be a whole bunch of apes here. Yeah, this is the signal. We're close. Hello. Bye bye.
Yeah, Cryo's playing Sekiro. Sekiro.
Something we need.
Wow, that's a lot of monkeys.
We got him though.
I wonder if this is like a farming spot.
Super chaotic. Dude, my frame rate right now.
Yeah, it's a brutal frame rate because there's so many enemies on the screen.
We have the perfect thing for this.
That's funny.
That's not what I thought it was. Yep. Oh my word, dude, they hurt. It's so chaotic.
Hey, welcome back. Just checking on Cryo, seeing how he's doing.
This time, hopefully one of the more secret ones, because I've been told this is the easy one where we can just side with Owl, and then I think that ends the playthrough. Sorry, I'm like
Hey yo, welcome back.
It's not as AoE as I thought it was.
Lurgan.
Whoa!
Master Lurker.
I'm about to die. I died.
I am also a master of lurking
So we're still gonna
at times,
go against him and then see
between
what
times.
some of the final secret bosses are. Dude, my frame rate. Can you see these monkeys? They're not even running. They're just like. doing it.
The monkers.
Where are? There's somebody else who's still shooting.
All right, I'm gonna see how Dawn's doing. I don't know what he's doing right now. Watching some YouTube channel, so I'm not gonna watch that just in case. Music back on. The monkeys. Yes, a lot of monkeys. Ooh, I'm getting there for my next level. I don't even remember what I was gonna level up. I think I'm leveling Faith again. Gotta get it pumped up. That was funny. Man, his frame rate tanked so freaking hard because of that. As soon as he walked up there, you know. Ooh, it's a purple, nurple. Gimme. That's actually really good. I can use that with this. I probably have the stats to wield that spell. Ooh. Exciting! Since I don't have whatchamacallit, Flame grant me strength. Although I think you can maybe combine the two. I don't remember. I think I might have to roll off here at some point. Yes. Here we go. Oh, can I get this Site of Grace? Damn it. Can't. Because it's up there. So close, yet so far away. Well, we will continue forward. Oh, this is so nice. Those birds aren't there. Oh, the lightning's still here. Never mind. Oh, it's not making its proper sounds, though. Bugged out. Alley-oop. Come here, monkeys. I got my own monkeys to deal with now, you see. Ooh, Gargoyle's Twin Blade? That is exciting. Because that is an amazing weapon. Yeah, the sound's all bugged out. Hopefully it doesn't crash my game. Do, 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 do. This is so nice not having to deal with the birdies. That is not who I wanted to aim that at, damn it. I wanted to hit the sorcerer. Dog. Oh, it's a plant. A plant is a plant. Oh, that's another legendary, whatever. Ooh, that's cool. Stormblade. Stormblade is what enabled me to beat Millennia in my last run for the Foggate randomizer. It was Millennia. Or Stormblade. Without that, I never would have been able to beat her. I never realized how good that Ash of War was until... Like, I always liked it because it kind of reminds me of, like, the Getsuga Tensho and moves like that. From Bleach, etc. But, that really, like... It was more of an aesthetic thing than, like a power thing or whatever, right? But with Millennia, with the right stats, it actually generated enough, one, it allowed me to keep some distance from her as melee, and then it also did an okay amount of what'd you call it? Posture bar damage, so that I could stagger her and survive, you know? It was like a running gun. A running gun. It was good. And I also used it to beat the dual Crucible Knight fight with Ordovis and the Siluria copy. So, yeah. Oh my. I can jump too. Jump, jump, jump. Ooh, that's good. You have that on maybe when I fight Rykard eventually, if I fight him. I'm not going for like an all boss run in this or anything, but still be cool. If I love fighting Rykard. As much as I sometimes hate that fight, I love the aesthetics of that boss fight. It's an incredibly cinematic fight. Oh yeah, baby. Love the power. Actually, now that I think of like Bleach, I think that's part of the reason why I love the Blasphemous Blade so much, because it's like a Getsuga Tensho. Here we go. Yes, baby. Getting somewhere, hopefully. I mean, I'm at least getting to explore more of Faro Missoula. And part of the way the scaling, let's say, works in this game with the randomizers is you can set it so that key items are set to, like, key locations, but also that the further in the game you are, the more likely you're going to get, in terms of key items anyways, like the more potent items, like Great Runes and the like. Not always perfect, though. Hence the 20 hours, 20 and a half hours of not finding a single Great Rune yet. Whereas I think my previous run was maybe done by now already. Can't remember. I'd have to look. Whoa. Oh, I didn't get the item. Damn you, worm face. Oh. Okay. Now I have to go all the way back around because I really... It's not that great of an item, but it's the principle of the thing, you know? I was there, damn it. That's what you get for not paying attention, you know? Alley-oop. Ooh. Hey, buddy. Do you like monkeys? And there's something chasing me. Drawing room key. Nice. Where are you? What the hell is spewing shit at me? Did that guy come down and follow me or something? Whoa, where the fuck were you, man? Just literally fell out of the sky, bro. What the? That was interesting. It must have been like stuck up there and I didn't see it for whatever reason. That was interesting. Okay. Time for some more hardcore parkour. Oh yeah. Be faster when you know the way, you know? Do you know the way, brother? Need to hit up a site of grace so that I can put that spell on. It's gonna be so good. That lever! Okie doke. Did I go up on the right side here? I did. Well, that's where you gotta go. Of course. Of course I did. Beep boop. And the artwork for stuff like the murals and everything in this game are quite amazing, especially in this place, Farm Azula. So much history packed in here. Hey, buddy. All for the base blood. Yeah. Oh, there's a legendary dragon just chilling out right there. Oh, and a lobster. Lovely. Let's smack that lobster bussy. Yeah! Haha. Whoa! Alright now there, buddy. Oh. Jesus. Calm down, buddy. Oh! Jesus. That's just not fair, bro. Much as I want to deal with that stupid Crystallion. Okay, it's forcing me to deal with it. Oh shit, no mana. And the dragon's coming. Dude, that's bullshit. You should have been staggered after that second last blow. Dude, get out of here. Okay, now for the dragon. Where are you, buddy? What, did it walk off the edge? No way. No shot. Where did it go? Dragon? Apparently not. It's gonzo. I don't know where it went. I'm okay with not fighting it right here. Like, it got up and it flew down there. And I think it might have been tracking me and it, like, walked off the edge. And I just didn't realize I was getting the runes from it. That's funny. Bye-bye. Route 11. Let's go. Get up that hill. No, Skelly. Do not appreciate that. That was better than dealing with the dudes that throw the discs, though. That shit is rough. Oh, and look, it's still a, wait, is that a monkey? It's a monkey! Get out of here. That's the one over here. Oh! I'm so lucky that didn't hit me, dude. Like, I don't know how I managed to actually dodge that. We'll just chalk it up to pure skill, okay? Oh, Flame Cleanse Me. That's nice. That's really, really nice. Because of the various rot sources and the like in this game. I'm happy I found that. No, I can't remember if there's a place to jump out here or not. I guess not. For once, I'm not heading backwards. I'm actually heading forwards as you're normally supposed to through a level. Yeah, Sight of Grace. Oh, and this literally looped all the way back around to the bridge. So I got some good stuff. I got some new spells at least. Oh, wow. I can hold a lot of spells. Okay. See, I like to have my buff spells on first. Vike's Dragon Bolt. Dope. Let's go with that. Flame Cleanse Me. And what's perfect? Oh, it requires 3. Let's just take that off. Even though I can't use it yet. 4 levels, and I will be able to. Speaking of which, this is Great Dragon Bridge beside the Great Bridge. I don't know if there's anywhere else here I can go, but for now, at least I have the waypoint. I can come back, go up to the bridge, go back through, and maybe find a different path that might lead me to something. All the way up to +9 now, good. Which reminds me, did I? Okay, it is +9. And I don't think I have a +10. Nope. Unfortunate. But yeah, a weapon I was meaning to level up is the well, for one, I should probably level up my seal. Although it's not gonna I'm not casting offensive spells per se, so it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I got Moon Veil. Why is that a +1? Which is exciting, but I want to level up the Sacred Relic Sword. Maybe. I want to level up this first, though. This is one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. It's so cool. And I don't have an ancient. Cool. There we go. The Galate EP. EP. Moonveil. Dope sword. One of the first weapons I really used a lot when I first started playing Elden Ring was the Moonveil. Okay, let's sell a bunch of runes. I can't sell these right now because I don't know what they give me. Oh, I should probably talk to Fia. So I think I need to...
I am would you like?
Yeah, hold my baby. Because there's her arena. Part of, I think, progressing the game is actually going through the warp that's at her arena.
You are so.
Yep.
I was after I lay to do so before I was away.
At least in my last game, I had to do that.
My dear, my dad, could you please?
Ooh. But she didn't give me the dagger.
So I'd like it's a very.
Okay. Maybe I can still talk to Buddy and get that sorted out. Not. I don't know where the dagger would be. Is he here? He is. Okay.
I said I might follow
Yeah,
you
so I don't
close
have the
to living
dagger.
here, and so it is. I've decided I'm off in. We may not, if there's any.
I don't have any books. Oh, I can wield this now. I think I might wield that for a time. Just because it's such a cool weapon. And I think I can use it maybe with the greatsword. I don't know. Okay, back to Farm Azula. Do. These two might not have the same moveset. Yeah, they don't have the same moveset. That's okay. Like, this sword, I think, is just so unique. And its Ash of War is really, really good, too. If you can get the whole thing off. Like, the animation is slow, but it's still really good. And as a holy sword, it does fire damage like the Blasphemous Blade as well. So, double plus for me. Okay. So before I had wanted to go over here. And that way didn't lead me to that. So I don't know if I can survive that. I guess I'm about to find out. Geronimo! Oh yeah, baby, now we're talking. Now I got some more fog gates I know down there that are going to be open up to me. Yes. Yes, bye. Burn, baby, burn. Also, that black flame effect is also like is incredible. So now I don't have to ever worry about having that spell on. I don't remember if there's something back there, but it doesn't matter. We're going here. Also, this sword is really fast for a great sword, for a colossal sword, I should say. Which is great. Great. I think I'm going backwards, yeah. That's okay. Right. Get out of here. And there's an item back here as well. Gotta check because you never know what you're gonna find, right? I might find a great rune. No. It's just a regular old white, but still. More the merrier, you know? Mm-hmm. Exacta. Oh, now the question is, I don't seem to be able to get back up there from here. So that path is blocked to me. That's okay. And this is like the normal path forward. I know there's items here I can grab, so that's good. And then that's sweet, sweet loot. All the loots. Oh, I missed. Whiffed. The loots, yes. All the loots. Gotta get them all. Or, you know, at least enough to beat the game. And I came up here before. Right, I didn't go up in that. I went across. So, that's what I'm gonna do this time. Shut up. Jesus, man. Can't you see people are trying to sleep? It is a tomb after all. I know I'm corny. It's okay. I'm okay with it. What's behind here? Let's try the heavy. Damn. Even the heavy with this comes out quick, man. Nice. Ooh. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see what Hoslow's greaves look like. They're not red. That actually looks kind of good, eh? Look at that, the black gloves. Black, yeah, I like that. I like it. Do it. Alright, now we go up top. Oh yeah, I can jump across there as well and explore over there. Oh, and there's a site of grace there I might be able to get to. Interesting. Mr. Handsy Hand. Perfumer's shield. Oh yeah. I think I might have already had one of those. Oh my god, some lag. No. How dare thee. Okay, now. Yes. Cleanse me. Yes. I like that spot. Ooh. And it's one I can go through. Okay, so we know there's a fog gate there. I kind of want to get the site of grace over here first, so that if I need to backtrack or something like that, it might be a bit easier, you know? Oh yeah, so I can't... Wait, no, I can right here. I can get across. I think I can. Parkour, yeah! Yeah! Speedrun that shit, you know? Woo! Oh, you know what? Now's a good time, I think. I just want to see how much damage it does. That's like 1900 damage it did, and that's just the first 2 animations. There's actually 3. So there's this, and then this. Whoosh! Again, very much like it gets a Gatencho. I love it. And it also doesn't take that much FP to do that, which is real nice, you know? Okay, so from here... Is this a place where you normally drop down? It's gotta be. But I want to get over to there. I don't know if I can. I might be able to drop down onto there. Or maybe down there. If I drop down, is that going to help me? Gonna be there. Wait, did I screw up and think I couldn't come across when it's... Oh, man. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Alley-oop! Oh, yeah. I'm a pro. Kind of. I fucked my jump up, but that's okay. We made it. Survived, you know? That's the most important thing. I'm such a goober. I totally forgot, like, I could... Oh, wait, no, you can't. Right, you drop down there. Never mind. Okay, no, I was thinking correctly after all. Ooh, that's cool. Knight Rider! Batman is the greatest Knight Rider of all, don't you know? Oh, Gabby, you want to hear something funny? There's a story where no shit, Batman blows up the Justice League Tower in space, like in low orbit or whatever around Earth. He blows it up after teleporting out, but he teleports into outer space himself. And then he fucking goes in with nothing more than a breather mask for space, for oxygen, and his costume on. And apparently his suit, it looks like almost like the classic Batman suit, right? He's even got the undies. And it's like, I watched this short that was like, now we know why everybody's like always making fun. Why does Batman need to wear his undies outside of his pants? Well, here's a good example of where it becomes useful. It's apparently resistant to the heat of re-entry into the atmosphere of planet Earth. His whole suit. So what he does is, the only thing that wasn't protected was his face because of the breather mask. So you know what he does? He literally tears off his underwear. And then he uses it as a mask and wraps it around his face. And he re-enters Earth's orbit. And he apparently planned this so well, apparently no superpowers, that he's able to use his bat gun, his grapple gun, to redirect and change his course as he's falling through the air. And then he lands, no shit, on his feet right outside Superman's Fortress of Solitude. Boom. So badass. And it's like an actual superhero landing too. And he's like smoking and shit. Like he's got smoke and everything coming off him. And he just gets up and it's like that badass like look of like, now he's like dangerously moving for it. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, this is outrageous, like that this could happen or whatever. And I was just like, no, that's amazing. Because if anybody could have pulled that off, it's Batman. Okay? It's fucking Batman. And also, it's not about realism, you know. It's sometimes about just having fun with it. And yeah. Superhero comic books. Man, I love them. Ooh, Coastal Cave. Okay. Oh, I can summon. Look at that, Old Knight Istvan. He's dressed all sexy. All sexy like. Ooh. Whoa! That wasn't very nice. That still hit me. Really? Really? Come on, Istvan, we're going this way. Buddy. Jeez, these things are so tough. But you know what? Stop flailing, bro. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh, what the hell hit me? Oh, it's this stupid sorcerer. Okay. Now I understand. I didn't even see that guy there. He's covered by everything. Just using his... No, not for breathing. He had a breather mask already. Because he knew he was going out into space. He planned this shit, okay? No, he took it... He literally grabs his underwear, rips it off from his body, and then he ties it as a mask around his face because it's heat resistant. And the breather mask, he didn't want the breather mask to like literally melt on his face, you know? He didn't want to become the new Scarface. Hilarious shit though. Thank you, Isfan. This is cool having Isfan go through this whole thing with me here. Actually. Like, really cool. And is that where I came from? That's gotta be where I came from, right? It is, yeah. That's where I came from. Derp. Yeah, because his whole suit could withstand re-entry, but his face wasn't covered, of course, until he wrapped the undies, right? That is so epic. Yeah. Oh, Bach. Hey, Bach. Yeah, sure, why not? Here you go, buddy. I've even got the gold one. Don't mind Isfan. He's just chilling there, you know.
My mum, and that's so I always. Thank you, fair. I always. You're fair. I always.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I thought it was amazing. Quite something, you know. Now, onto door number 536. Or something, I don't know. I'm not keeping count, you know. I'm really glad that I remember that I hadn't visited everything in the Ashen Capital there. Because that's a lot of extra doors to go through. And remember, there's still some more doorways I can go explore in Missoula after this as well. There's a lot here I can explore as well, I do believe. Hiya! Get wrecked! Golden tree. Yes. I will get that in a moment. Excuse me. Somebody's blowing their horn. Was it you? Where the hell did you come from, bro? Ooh, nice greaves. Sexy loot. Yeah, he was lurking. Just taking a page out of your book there, Gabby. Just the lurking. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Yeah. Oh, I almost thought this was a dead end. Hello, jellyfish. Goodbye. You know, I think one of the only things that I would really need, if I could get my hands on Flame Grant Me Strength, and I still have not found the Ash Boar for Golden Valor or the spell. Either one of those would be glorious. And the Jellyfish Shield. Because the Jellyfish Shield is still bugged out where, because as far as I know, it's a bug. It's not intentional. Damn it. Where you, most shields, or like, except for the Jellyfish Shield, when you use its, buff, or its skill, like, for instance, Barricade Shield, if you use Barricade Shield, and then you put the, like, you two-hand your weapon, you lose the buff from Barricade Shield. But the buff from the Jellyfish Shield does not go away. So you can equip it, do the buff, and then go wreck some shit. Right? So it's like it would probably be something, I don't know what the duration of it is, but it would be something like that, or Flame Grant Me Strength would be the last thing you buff with. And then you walk up and you like one-shot a boss. You know. which is always fun. I think this character is going to end up being way more powerful than my other character was, to be honest. This, I think in part because of time. I shall descend of my own accord. No! Damn. That kind of hurt, bro. More monkeys! You know, it'd be freaking hilarious if, like, one of these little guys, like a regular dude, like, dropped a great room. That'd be freaking hilarious. Which, by the way, I should check to see. I got 3. I might be able to upgrade my potions again. And here, normally, you have a Revenant that pops up. But I think I got this guy instead. Yeah. Because it gives you kind of like a named drop or whatever. I'm glad it was that guy and not a Revenant. I hate those things, man. One of these days, maybe I'll learn how to fight them properly, but they always beat my ass. Unfortunately, you know. Lots of loots. Oh, dude, they're freaky as fuck, too. Like, there's nothing in this game that freaks me out more than the Revenants, like as a creature or whatever. And in the DLC, it looks like they have a creature that, to me, is reminiscent of a Revenant. It's that, what looks like a Crucible Lion boss or whatever that they showed in the DLC trailer. Like, that reminds me very much of a Revenant. Not a freaking, what would you call it? A lot of people think that it's a, like, multiple individuals all, like, using a, costume together, like you would see at, like, the Chinese New Year parade. I don't think that's the case. I think they took that idea as part of the creature, like, part of the concept, and we're like, no. We're gonna do way more with that than normal, and that's where you got the freaking the Revenant and that creature, that boss. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, it's way freakier than. It's way freakier to think that it's maybe a like this melange of multiple creatures mishmashed together, I think, than like multiple people all working together to try and operate a costume. It's like, that's how it is. That's its natural form because of whatever fucked up shit led to its creation, right? Like, just like nobody apparently knows how the Revenants are created or born. Damn it! So much shit going on. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah. Nothing up here, unfortunately. Oh. It's a rhymed row. Annex swinging incurred. Look at what you've made me do. Anything behind here? Not that I can see. Cool. We be moving on. Moving on. This place is so weird. The shaded castle. A golden item. Hooray for me! That is a great rune, finally. My savior. It'd be even better if it was Godric's great rune, you know? Dude, how do I get in there? Yeah, once I can actually move. Damn it. I mean, I can... Oh, I got 2 of them. So I can at least upgrade my summons. So there's that. I can make my Mimic +10 now. Yeehaw. Okay, we got 2 ways to go here. I wonder if I can actually go outside. Oh, cool. I would put that on, but it's probably too heavy. I like the fact that that heavy actually hits multiple enemies. Like, it's got a good range for its hitbox. Good soldier helm. Sorry, Jelly. You gotta die. Just like all those monkeys in Cryo's stream. Just gotta. I don't know why he was killing them, but he was doing it, you know. Oh my. That looks like it's going to be kind of hectic. And unfortunately, they don't have something like in... Oh! Dude, launch your shit. I wish I could hit those damn things. But you can't. Oh! Wait, that guy should have come back. Oh. Sneaky. Seppuku! Iron Casa. Yes. Samurai lady, right here. So far, so good. I mean, I've done a lot despite all my jibber jabber. I've actually gone quite far in today's session so far, which is really, really nice. I'm gonna descend into the madness. At least here it looks like I can operate without being slowed. Oh. Oh, shit. Let's go over here. No stamina. Damn you, monkey! How dare you do this to me? Oh my god, the monkey's fogging me up. Oh my god! This son of a bitch. You get... Oh, okay, yeah, you're getting that. There, that's what I wanted to draw. Oh, healing! Oh, that actually hit me. Dude, I totally thought I dodged that, you know. Yeah, show me your face, bro. The true face of despair is this golem right here. Oh shit, and I'm caught in the animation. Okay. Amber tantrum. Wow. Come on, get your hands up here. Thank you. Double whammy. Boyo. Thanks. Thanks, Gabby. Much appreciated. Yeah, that monkey was worse than dealing with this freaking giant. I swear. There. That was wild, that monkey. I just couldn't touch him, man. That was like the Batman of all the monkeys. He even had red glowing eyes. So he's like supercharged. He wanted my bananas, but I didn't want to give him up. It's controller, bro. Aim straight, thank you. Oh my god. Oh, lens me. Lanes. The Batman of all monkeys, yeah. You see those moves that son of a bitch had? Oh look, there's a... If I can get out there. There's a golden tree. I can probably get out there by just jumping over the wall when I need to. Golden rune. But I want to make sure I explore fully in here first. Of course. Yeah. And I think I've only used one. Yeah, one mana pot. That's good. Oh yeah. Can't stop me now. Climb, climb, climb. Oh, shit. See, the thing that's tripping me up is that with this weapon... Is that my item? Thanks. Is that it has different, like, attack animations than the great sword, right? So... I gotta remember that. That works quite good as a jump attack. Like, instead of just running, in a lot of cases, it might be better to jump and attack. Like this, because it's more of an overhead swing. And that's more what I'm used to anyways. Yeah, that worked a lot better. Because it's better at hitting enemies. Is that a merchant? Oh no, that's not a merchant. Never mind. I was going to say he's sitting right in the poison. I always knew there was something wrong with those guys, you know? Oh, cool. Daheima. Oh. You jackass. How dare thee. Yeah, you know, one thing I wanted to check. Let's see. 710 to 773 is the... damage difference between the Godslayer and the Blasphemous Blade. Huh, okay. It's not that much of a difference. But I do kind of want to check to see. 542. 616. So I think in the end, this weapon is going to be doing more damage. Oh, I'm covered. Yeah, that's what's going on. But obviously, like, I'm glad that I have the capacity now to, like, wield both of them. Like, because getting that health regen, or whatever, lifesteal, from the Blasphemous Blade is amazing as a secondary. Where's all the loots? The boys are gonna love this. Oh, shit. Okay. Now you piss me off. Dude, how do you got that much poise damage? That is not fair. Damn it, dude. Stupid poison. That was rough, man. I think it's like the second part of the animation, like up here, where it's got like more poise to it. To be fair, I don't really have much for poise at all right now because of my outfit. That's okay. It's a choice. Like a lifestyle choice, you know? Oh, there's a site of grace. Dope. I can sit down and rejuvenate. And one last wall to go across. Dude, swap. Thank you. And then I can go outside. Woo! See, that one as a running attack is alright. Because it's another overhand or overhead. But it's slower. Almost thought that thing was still alive because it was moving. I wonder if this whole area is actually considered like part of the legacy dungeon, or that it, because it was a fog gate that brought me here. And normally places like this that have a fog gate that leads to like a boss room or to somewhere else as part of the mod, you can't access it unless you like enter in and exit by way of a fog gate or like a warp gate. Ew, sexy loots right there. Where are they? I can't see them though. That's disappointing. Let's just do that. Add a medium load. Heavy, heavy. Everything's making me heavy. I'm so fat. Okay. That's quite heavy. That's quite heavy. Go back to that. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. Yeah. I like the gold mask. That goes along quite well. I like that. And then Bloodhound Knight Gauntlets? Elden Lord Bracers as well. I kind of want to see them leggings. What would be better? Oh, here we go. Need better pants, though. Not those. Okay. Something that's not going to make it roll up, you know? There we go. Perfect. Yes. Boobies! Hells yeah. Nope. Nope. Eh. That just looks weird. Ah. Chain leggings, yeah. It's a nice skirt, but doesn't go with the... See, something like that. And I'm still medium load, so... Oh, that's kind of interesting. I never knew it had... The bottom had a part of it like that. Changing the look. Yeah, I got the booba, big booba shirt, so, you know. Big booba shirt. Aside from, like, I can't wait to get, like, Margit's outfit and stuff, you know? But I gotta find an appropriate pair of pants that is fashionable. I don't know, I think this shirt, like the chest piece, just looks better in general when it's able to, like, when it fully hangs down. So, like, something like this. Otherwise, it kind of looks weird, in my opinion. Gold waist strap. Oh, also, what's his face's, gold masks gear. Yeah. This kind of goes, especially with the headpiece, kind of goes along with it better. There we go. Thank you, thank you. I am, so like, I'm not usually one that cares too much about fashion in most games or whatever. I care typically more about, well, always more about like the gameplay and everything, right? But then there's games like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, although not so much in Dark Souls because of the look of the characters, like they're so butt-ass ugly. You gotta work really, really freaking hard to make like a semi-decent looking character in like Dark Souls and stuff. Even Dark Souls 3. But Elden Ring, MMO games like Final Fantasy 14, for instance, I almost always make female characters in those games, and it's because primarily, well, you know, booba and all that, whatever. But first and foremost, female characters with almost all the armor sets and whatnot in Final Fantasy 14 and the like look generally better. They just look cooler, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, you know, it's balanced out by, you know, booba. So there we go. Double thumbs up. Your head and your heart are both in the right places, Gabby, as far as I'm concerned. Don't let anybody else ever tell you different. Okay, I think I'm ready to dive on outside now. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go outside. Gracias. You are very, very welcome. Did I? Oh, I didn't explore down there. It's a golden crab. Oh my god, look at all this stuff, bro. Okay, this is going to be far more efficient here. You know? I could see this spot in particular as part of these mods being really good for farming. Potentially, because the Site of Grace is like just up there. Right? Like you come down, you blast them with something like the Sacred Sword or Blasphemous Blade, and then you walk away, you know? Ooh, a painting. It might give me something good. Gimme. Damn it. Oh, yes, very much. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan. Not like what you would call fanboy or whatever, I guess, is the distinction. I'm not really a fanboy of anything. And I would say the reason for that is because I don't let my personal enjoyment, I guess, overrun any potential criticisms I might have for a thing. Whereas I see as fanboys, or girls, I guess, as an extreme typically is used almost like a slur in a lot of ways for a lot of people in terms of criticisms, because that's like somebody like, oh, you question some it's like you're questioning the legitimacy of how good something is by calling somebody a fanboy that's attached to like a game. And to be fair, in a lot of cases, that's how people act. Unfortunately, you know. So it's kind of earned, right? In Final Fantasy, Cloud Strife, easy, top 10. He's the top of the top 10, you know. Cloud Strife. So I guess it depends which game we're talking about, but Final Fantasy 7, my top #1 Final Fantasy game. FF7 was actually my first FF7 game. And then so Cloud Strife, Tifa Lockhart, not just because of the booba, and Red 13. Top 3 characters that you play as anyways in the game. I mean, top 2 overall would be Cloud and Sephiroth. Right? And then Zack would be 3rd. Right? Zack Fair. And I don't know what you know about the... Yeah, so a lot of people, it's interesting. There's this shift that happened from OG FF7 to the remake trilogy now, okay? So apparently, get this, the developers of FF7, they saw back in the day and throughout, like, since FF7 has originally been released on PS1, that the general consensus amongst people that played that game is that Cloud is a moody, edgy motherfucker. Okay? And guess what they said? That's not what was intended. Cloud was not, according to them, maybe this is partly a difference of like maybe culture and stuff like that, but he was not seen and not meant to be seen as like an edgelord, right? Like an emo with blonde hair instead of black hair or something, you know? However, and like if you look back at the game and the dialogue and stuff like that from Cloud, you can see that actually. However, in the remake and Advent Children and other releases of games where Cloud is a character or a main character, they're like, okay, this is like the persona that people see Cloud as. So we're going to lean into that because people already have that stereotype or whatever of him anyways, and it's a cross-cultural thing. So they maybe kind of missed the mark to some degree, or like the parts where Cloud was edgy in the game, in OG FF7, overrides all the scenes in the game where Cloud isn't edgy, right? So they're like, well, we're just going to make that a key feature of his character now. And you really see that in Advent Children. Because it was interesting. Again, people are like, why was Cloud in certain instances and certain portrayals of his character not like edgy? And then they got the super like final edgy version of him in the Advent Children version of Cloud. And people were like, oh my god, why is Cloud so edgy? Like, and it was the same people in a lot of instances complaining about that. Which was just bizarre to me. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Personally. Dude, you are such a dick. And your batarangs go so far. Oh my god. Die. There's a river of blood for you. That's my version of the rivers of blood. Enemy's blood, of course, you know. Okay, let's pull this bad boy, get this bad boy ready to go. Okay, yeah, in the remake trilogy especially as well, they have really leaned into that as part of his character, the edginess, right? And in reality, I think it was kind of like partly was certain portrayals of Cloud, like I said, in both OG FF7 and in other media, but then also his backstory, man. Like, it's expected, I think. It's like your classic D&D character. Most people, when they first make D&D characters, and like, no, nothing against people that do this, it's just, it seems to be the natural tendency, is most people make an edgelord as like their first few characters in terms of like how the character behaves and stuff in their backstory. Tragic hero, in other words. I don't know anything about Lightning. I never actually played those games, to be fair. Oh yeah! Dude, even this little piece of shit here can break the poise of this weapon. Damn it. That's 2,400 damage. Almost 2,500 damage there. Compared to this. Let's see how much just the flames do. 1806. So this weapon does have a stronger Ash of War, it seems. Or would seem. Dude, where is... Oh, there's a gateway there and it's open. Where is the... Did I already hit the golden tree up? I didn't. Good. Rolled... Oh, that means if I wanted, I could come here and at least activate this. Although I don't really need to. Cast a spell. May have got the game at first because I thought the character was hot, but also just fan of the series. I would agree. I think a lot of people, including my older brother, that's why he got the game, because Lightning is hot. I will agree with you there. I don't know nothing about the character, but I can at least say that, right? She is a hot protagonist, that's for sure. As to why people... So, my brother was like, oh yeah, this game is so awesome, right? And I was like, okay, cool. Well, what makes it different? Because that's kind of the thing to expect, is that in terms of systems, there's a lot of some variation, sometimes a large variation in how like the game plays out, like with combat or whatever, right? Like in FF7, you have materia. In what they call FF6 now, back in my day, you call it FF3. You had the espers, which were a lot like materia. They taught you abilities, they taught you spells, etc., and they could raise stats, right? Although the difference is in FF7, the stats, you didn't have to worry about them being whether you were going to get the stats or not if you had the item equipped, right? Like in the espers, you had to have them equipped for a certain period of time to get the and level up with them on to get the benefit. So it's very much like in FF8, right? In Final Fantasy VIII, you didn't get the benefits of, obviously, like for leveling unless you actually had the thing equipped. FF7, you just worry about leveling the materia, and while it's equipped or not equipped, you get access to the spells and the stat buffs or decreases or whatever, right? FF10, or not FF10, what is it? FF11, FF12, whatever it is that has lightning returns? FF13 maybe? I don't know. Whatever number it is. The thing I saw about that really turned me off to the game was the battle system in general. I don't like the automated kind of battle system where you can effectively really like start a battle and then kind of just walk away because it's automated. I don't like the idea of that. I like having the control of my character, so to speak, right? So I like that agency and decision, which I know there's some of that there, but it's not the same as when you're playing like FF7 or something. Yeah, and then I think one criticism I heard, maybe, I don't know if this is right or not, is I think the linearity of like exploration or something like that. I might be wrong about that. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I swear I heard that criticism in regard to the games with lightning. But whatever. It's, you know, teach their own and all that. I didn't like that at all, which sucked, but lightning, and I think her name was Fang. Okay, I'm gonna, because I don't know who that character is. I will indulge myself. Which Final Fantasy number is it? By the way. Orbuff Yun Fang? Is that who it is? Oh, I could see why, yeah. I could see why, you know, a lot of people would like this character. Yeah, okay, I do believe it is the right one, yeah. Oh, she looks... Their faces in some of these shots I'm seeing are so masculine, man. What the hell? Is this like a mod somebody did? That's so weird. I hope that's what it is. Because then the other shots I see in images of her is like... not masculine faces. Which is obviously massive turn off for me regarding the character in general. Okay, there's an in-game cutscene I can see. Okay, Yun is not a masculine-faced looking character at the very least, you know? So look, that's good. Or Fangs. Fang. Yeah, there we go. Cool design on the character, that's for sure. Yeah. Arr. Yeah, that's why I was like, some of the pictures I was seeing, I think it was either like a mod or like just artwork people did that changed it, you know? It's like okay, to each their own, but dude, why would you ruin that? It's so good. Like I would say this, again, I know nothing about the game, but the character work, like the artwork is phenomenal. The costume design and stuff for the characters is really good. Oh! Die! Oh no. Die! There we go. Thank you. Come again. Or don't, you know. Can I not get that item now? It's stuck. Stuck floating in the air. Do 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 do. What else we got around here? I remember there's not really much around the Shaded Castle in particular, but I mean there might be something, right? More melted mushrooms. Oh, there's that over there. I gotta go all the way around for that. I'm gonna do that. I'll go all the way around the other way, and then I'm gonna hit that warp gate and see where it takes me. So I don't think that's a normal thing that's around here, is the warp gate. So as part of the mods, that's one of the things they did with the fog gate randomizer and stuff, is add new like warp gates and fog gates and stuff. Obviously to areas that didn't have them before. Okay. Let me through. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could also take off out of here overland, but that's not going to like get me anywhere in terms of progress. Not a relay. Okay, the fog gate's right there. Oh, we got us another giant. Oh, and I think over here there's a NPC we can battle with. Look at that damage, bro. Full attack, over 3,000 damage. Oh, shit. Getting stuck, boyo. Oh, I thought I was safe. Apparently not. Ew. Such an a-hole. Fall. Fall before me. Hiya. Look at that, between two regular, like a special and a regular, like a light attack, I did like 3,500 damage with this sword. That's wild, dude, how much like a regular attack does with this weapon. And that's a fire-resistant enemy, too. Oh, a Banished Knight. Yeah, I see you there, buddy. I don't care for your attitude, though. Man. Yeet, yeet. I just want to see... Oh, I didn't realize I could come out right here. Cool. Kill, kill. Yeah. I love the Blasphemous Blade, man. It's just got, like, everything I want. A big sword. Wink, wink, I guess. Or if somebody wants to take that. It's a big sword. It looks cool. Kind of weird, creepy-ish, I guess. It's got such a unique design for like a regular looking otherwise sword as like a great sword, and then on top of that it's got amazing abilities, like, yes. Oh, and it heals you. Like, what more could you ask for, right? Blam, there we go. Oh, well, okay then, you dummy. Celestial Dew. Doo-doo. This is what that is. We got an item here. More golden runes. Okay, so it's just the warp gate now, I think. Huh. Hey, Cryo, welcome to the stream, buddy. It is going gloriously. This has been an awesome stream so far. Thank you. Hope you're doing well too there, buddy. Onwards and beyond. Ray Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. Okay. Again, I swear I read in the spoiler logs that there was something about here that's supposed to be good for me. But, the spoiler logs have been lying to me so far, you know. They have not been treated me kindly. As, some of the areas I know were saying that there were, great runes, the items don't seem to be there. And I think partly what it is the enemies that the spoiler logs refer to are randomized, but then a lot of that stuff is also relegated to the dungeons. So it's further randomized or something in terms of that. So... Damn it, I didn't want no more food for Torrent. Oh, shit! Shit! Hey, Koto, welcome to the stream. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Welcome to the Elden Ring Rando Dungeon Crawl. Right on, glad to hear it. I don't really think there's anything of use down there. That I don't think I really missed anything, so I'm gonna just move forward. Beep boop. Welcome to the party, bitches. Nope. I am doing really, really good. Thank you for asking. Fantastic. Fantabulosa. Oh. These guys are all like bugged out. A mushroom? Okay, I did pick that up. Right now, streaming. That is technically my hobby. How about yourself? Why can't I pick that up? I want the fruit for once. Fruit of the loom, you know. Hello, Yinkata. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you here. I hope you're doing good. Oh. A dirty. I'll take the poison. I got the cleanser. Soccer, art, gaming, and helping channels. Cool. Oh. What was I thinking? You're not here to advertise, are you? Please don't. My pin post there specifically asks for people not to do that. All right, thanks, Val. Have yourself a good one. I think I'll be done here soon. I don't know if you're going to be on after that or not, but yeah. Ew. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I should hit up the, activate this. I wish there was a way for me to, like, just drop down into that boss arena and see what the boss is. You know? That'd be kind of cool. Ah, stuff on the wall, and I can't get it. The mushrooms. Oh, my mushrooms. I love me some mushrooms, you know? It's really interesting going backwards through these dungeons when with the randomizer mod. No, this is a brand new character that I started. Level 121 currently. So this is like I said, it's an Elden Ring random dungeon crawl experience. So I'm using Foggate Randomizer, and the two primary mods are Foggate Randomizer and Item and Enemy Randomizer. And as part of the Foggate Randomizer, all your progress is made through dungeons like this place. So it's a very different experience from the regular game, right? And every run, as long as you change the seed, is different. It's an incredible experience because it's like, well, playing the game all over again. It's like a whole new experience in terms of like where you're going, what you're getting, especially with the combination of the Item and Enemy Randomizer mod and the Foggate Randomizer mod combined. Such a good experience. My first run with Foggate Randomizer was just the Foggate Randomizer. That's right, don't turn around. Don't turn around! Burn, baby, burn! Yes, I hate those things. They're like my second most, definitely top 10 for hated enemies or something in this game. Is those watchdogs. Alright, Gabby. Sounds confusing and fun. Yeah, I don't know how confusing and fun was the OG run, right? Vanilla when it first came out. So think of that at least in terms of the exploration. And like it's cool because like the maps are the same. Like this is the same old Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, but how I got here was through the boss fog. Right? Like I didn't come from the boss room, but I entered a fog gate or a warp gate in from the shaded just outside the shaded castle, right? There's a new warp gate here as part of the fog gate randomizer. That took me here. And now I'm going backwards through the dungeon to get up to the fog gate at the top and to see where, I don't know where that's going to go. So you can take your knowledge of the layouts and whatnot, but the items that are going to be available for you to obtain from enemies that are laying about, like smithing stones, etc., like all those things are changed. The enemies that are in here are changed, etc. Bosses are changed. It's awesome. I am a big fan of the Souls games, yeah. I am. The next Souls game I'm going to play is going to be Sekiro. Sekiro! I have not played Bloodborne. Just so you know. Okay. Just because I get asked that question a lot. If I could, I would. But I don't want to play it at 30 FPS. I can't stand 30 FPS. Which I'm really hoping they... What is it? FF7 Rebirth? Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth? I've seen what the frame rates of that game are like, and it's like, if you want it to look good, you gotta play at 30 FPS. And if you want it to run well, you gotta run. Then you can run it at 60, but it looks kind of like ass, you know. Oh shit! Yeah, I've played. To be fair, I've played Sekiro a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Like I've done the introduction to the game, so I have some experience there. Yeah, and see, this is the last site of grace I sat at. So I'm gonna take. I think I'm actually going to color quits there for the night because I've been streaming for over 3 hours. I'm getting kind of. I think I need to eat something here. And it's like midnight, so my time. Thank you, Kodo and Yakata, for joining. Gabby, of course, for being here. Cryovision, Panda, etc. All of you, awesome. And Valenthorian, my buddy, thank you, over on Twitch. Yeah, I hope you all had an awesome time. I had an amazing time tonight. It's been a blast, a real pleasure. And it's great to meet you, Koda and Yakata, for the first time. I usually stream, my schedule is a bit bugged out right now, or buggered up. I usually stream earlier in the day my time, but yeah. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. And of course, don't forget to check out the shoutout list down below on Twitch or YouTube for a list of mods that I'm using. And oh, thank you very much, Yinkata. Very much appreciated. So it's going to list the mods that I'm using, and then also there's a shoutout list there for other people that I know that stream, such as Gabbygames BDT here in chat on YouTube. So go check them out. They're all awesome and amazing people. Thank you very much, Gabby, for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.